Friends. We back. We are back. Number one, welcome to a new vlog. If you don't know, my name is Shakira D, and I am starting my life over. Okay, we're starting over. I have relocated to Texas. I've been here for 4 months. I am now in the process of rebuilding a business and finding myself, and that's what my channel kind of is all about. A little bit of lifestyle, a little bit of business, but everything centered in God first and foremost. So if you are on your own journey, consider subscribing.
Girl, I see that you want it, driving me crazy with that fire in your eyes. Oh, but try to ignore it. Part of me wants to see you read between the lines, and all of the back and forth.
I have not uploaded a video in 2 weeks. I was on vacation for 2 weeks, and prior to me leaving, I edited a video and had all intentions to like upload it. But yeah, I have really been distracted lately. I've been distracted. I've been in my head. It's a lot going on. And obviously, you guys know I moved. So it's just a lot of changes. And sometimes change is not easy. Like, I don't know if I ever thought this, but if you think that you're just going to wake up, pack up your whole life and just do something different, whether it's moving, starting a new job, whatever it is, and, life is just going to fall into place, it does not happen like that, at least not for me. So it has not been happening like that for me. It's like a roller coaster. So the last 2 weeks, I was on like the low part of the roller coaster, when you're going up to the climax or whatever. And so just really distracted and just in my head about a lot of things. But anyway, we're back. I spent a good amount of time in New York. My daughter graduated 8th grade, which you guys saw in the last video, and hung out with my sister. I actually went to Atlantic City as well. We do an annual 4th of July trip. Me, my mom, my sister, and my aunt. It's our like annual girls trip. And so while I was in New York, we went to Atlantic City for a few days, and yeah, it was neat. It was much needed. I definitely needed to kind of like just take myself out of what I was in, as far as like this whole move thing, and just not think about it, which I did not think about the moving, the relocating, I don't want to say stress at my job, but the things that are happening with my employer or with my job, personal things going on, all that stuff. I just didn't think about it. So, but we're back, and y'all, I'm actually doing laundry right now. So I had 2 loads of laundry to do. One is currently drying, the other is washing. And aside from the laundry, this is a bad angle, so let me just come over here. That's better. So aside from the laundry, my room is a mess. Like, you see, I just unpacked my suitcase, so I had to get that together. These are clothes that I had washed before I left. Greg folded them up. He's a man. I guess he just doesn't know how to put them away. I don't know. Just more clothes that I unpacked and I have to kind of clean up, and it's kind of embarrassing, but I need to get it together. I do go back to work tomorrow on the 4th. So yeah, and this month I only have 3 days off this month. I was supposed to go on vacation at the end of the month. We were supposed to be going to Aruba, but like I said, there are things going on in my personal relationship, and yeah, just not feeling it. So I still have those vacation days, but instead of taking like a full week, I only took 3 of those days. So I'll just be home for those 3 days, and then decided to pick up work and just go to work. So yeah, that's just like a quick update. Oh, I feel like I washed this, but that makeup is not coming out. So that's just a quick update on, where I have been the last couple weeks, why there really wasn't a video uploaded in 2 or 3 weeks. A video is going live tomorrow. Just not so I can put something out there, but because I need to stay committed to what it is that I'm doing with my YouTube and with all of this content and stuff like that. So I just scheduled it to upload tomorrow on the 4th of July. Because why not? Because, me and my people, we already celebrated. Okay. But anyway, see, I'm going to finish folding these clothes. Kyrie is in the living room, by the way. He's in there. He just woke up from a nap. He's waiting for his lunch, so he's going to eat and chill out. So while he's doing that, I'm going to clean up and straighten up. I need to change my sheets. I need to put these clothes away, put all of my stuff away, and just kind of like straighten up. And then I need to start getting ready for work tomorrow. I need to do my lashes. I want to curl my hair just so it can kind of look like something. And as you guys can see, the burgundy has definitely came out. So it's a lot more brown, which is good because when I go to get highlights, it'll just be a nice, easy process for me to get highlights. But yeah, let's get to doing that. And let's see where this vlog takes us this week. So, good afternoon, good evening. It is 5:26, so it's almost 5:30, and it is a few days later. I know I said I was going to come back in the vlog, but, life be lifing. But I want to do something that I have not done in a really long time. We're going to do a get ready with me chit chat. I am possibly thinking about going out to a, not happy hour, but going out with a friend in a couple of hours. And so I was like, you know what, let me just do a get ready with me and just catch you guys up on what the first 3 to 4 months has been like since I have moved to Dallas. I did a why I left New York video a few videos back. So if you're new here and you have not seen that video, then I'll link it at the top. But that just kind of pretty much sums up why I left New York. And after 38 years of being there, I decided that I needed a change. And so we're going to do get ready with me, catch up while so we're going to do I hate this part. Like, coming back to recording after you don't record for a while, like for me, I always get tongue-tied and twisted because I'm just like, okay, what do I share? What do I talk about? A lot of it comes probably from me just being a very, very private person. Even like my close friends, my family, they don't know a lot of things. So maybe that's why. But while I'm doing my makeup and getting ready, we will have a chit chat. So I'm going to go do my nightly skincare. I usually do it before I go to bed, but because I'm going out and I want to put on makeup and I want my skin to look refreshed, I'm just going to go do it now, and then I'll probably just do it again when I come back tonight. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I won't be too tired. I do have work at 3:30 in the morning, so that should be fun. But I picked up this spa headband and cuff set. I don't know about y'all, but when I be washing my face and like doing my skincare routine, mainly in the bathroom with the water, like it be dripping everywhere, and I hate that. And so I be seeing people put these little cups on, and I'm like, oh, that might help with the water dripping down, I think, maybe. So I did get this from Five Below. And yeah, so I haven't used it yet. I still was just, dealing with the mess of the water. But yeah, so I'm gonna go do my skincare, and we'll be back and we'll catch up. And I'm also going to try this new makeup technique. I don't even know why I'm trying this technique because I'm not a blush person, but I can't remember her name. I'll put her name on the screen, but she kind of like reinvented this blush technique where, and excuse me if my voice is hoarse, y'all, I'm tired and exhausted, but she kind of like perfected this blush technique, or kind of like reinvented it. It's pretty much like a Asian Japanese style of doing your makeup, of doing your blush, where the blush is kind of like blending into your highlight and you get a real flush of color like here in the center of the face. I might try it. So yeah, we're gonna do all of that and I'll be back. Okay, so skin is washed. I'm gonna just go through and do my skincare. Hold on, go do my skincare. So yeah, you guys know I've been using Medicube. I don't know, it's been like what, a month and a half now, and I absolutely do like the product. I feel like my skin, is like, it looks a lot healthier. It doesn't look dry and dull as long as I keep up with my skincare routine. So as you can see, I got a little, I don't even know, but I did have to exfoliate because I haven't exfoliated in like a week or two, and so my pores are really, really open right now. I don't like that. I don't like when my pores are open, but I really needed to exfoliate. I know some people can exfoliate like, 2 or 3 times a week. I can exfoliate once a week just because I have really large pores. And even though I use like a very gentle exfoliator, yeah, I can tell if my pores are like super, super open. I don't know if you can, but they're really open. So don't like that at all. These zero pore pads, amazing. Love them down. Kind of like a toner, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. So before we start catching up, y'all, where am I going tonight? I don't know. We are gonna go to a lounge in Fort Worth that we've kind of been having our eye on for a while. It's pretty much like, that's it. Nothing exciting, just I need to get out of the house. Kyrie and his dad are in New York for a few days, so I'm like trying to take advantage, trying to get some sleep. I cleaned up my house, I mopped my floors, but at least everything is clean because when Kyrie is here, y'all, I can't do nothing. I can get maybe one thing done, and that's usually his room. Like, I'm deciding to kind of like hang out, because I don't really get to hang out. And then me and her, we're both kind of like new to Dallas. Well, I'm new to Dallas. She's not new to Texas, but she is new to Dallas. So she moved here from San Antonio maybe a month before I did. And so we kind of just connected. And yeah, that's my homegirl. And I love her down. One thing I'm learning about friendship as I like leave my 30s is that it is okay to outgrow friendships. And when you and your close friends that you've been close with for years are kind of like in different seasons and you guys aren't really talking as much or hanging out as much. A lot of my close friends, they haven't lived near where I lived for a really long time. Like my best friend is in upstate New York, and my other friend that I'm really close with, like a sister, she's in Seattle. Then she's gonna be in Virginia soon. And so I don't have like friendships that are like in my immediate vicinity. Like I haven't had that for a long time, not even when I was in New York. And I think when I was in New York, I thought I had friends, but when the benefit stopped being a benefit of like, when there was no longer a benefit to the friendship, it's kind of, I feel like the friendship kind of like died, even though I was still trying to, make sure I'm celebrating my friends and doing all the things. It just wasn't reciprocated, and that's fine. Life goes on, but I think as I'm getting into this, I'm letting this serum kind of just set a little bit before I start piling on my primer. Yeah, so I'm just, in like this space where, okay, it is what it is. We're in different seasons, especially me. Like, I don't know anybody my age, anybody in my circle, anybody that I really know that has had a baby in the last like 5 years, 6 years even. So, I'm in a different season of my life and I can't do the things that I used to do. I can't travel how I used to travel. I can't hang out how I used to hang out. A lot of the things that is on my mind right now is not even like about friendships or hanging out. Like I do want to hang out and get out the house and, just separate myself from being a mom and all the things, but it's not like a top priority. Like if I can, great. Like right now I have the opportunity, so I'm taking advantage of the opportunity, but if I can't, it's fine too. So, yeah, and I'm just, learning that it's okay. And I still love all my friends. I love my best friend. I love everybody, that has been there for me throughout the years and all the good times that I had with them. And yeah, as I go into my last year in my 30s, because I'm not 40 yet. She's not 40 yet, okay? I will be 39 in October. But as I'm going into this last year, I really am intentionally working on me from the inside out. And sometimes that involves just letting go hurt, forgiveness, like forgiving people, but also forgiving myself and all the things. So let's talk about what the last 3 months in Dallas has been like for me. I can definitely say I have noticed a difference in myself internally. Before, when things got difficult or challenging, I would kind of retreat and then I would have my vices to those retreats. And that would be what kind of helped me in a way, helped me to kind of like disconnect. And now things are challenging. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say this has been an amazing move and so many great things are happening. That's not my story. But yeah, that's not my story. Like, I'm not struggling by any means. It's just that the things that I thought would be happening and the timing that I wanted them to happen, they're just not happening in that time. And sometimes, like, some days I'm just like, when is it going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, I'm working hard, I'm doing the things, I'm showing up even though I'm tired, even though the baby is keeping me up, the baby is like stressing me out, I'm still showing up and I'm trying. You know what I mean? Like, I literally give 100% not every single day. Most days I give 100%. So why does it seem like my timeline is slowly becoming like reality? And I know things are not in our time, but God's time. And so that is another thing that I have grown into, is like surrendering to Christ and trusting God and knowing that, this is not the end. This is literally just the beginning. And in every story, there is a beginning and a climax, and it goes and it goes and it goes up and it goes down. And so this is just part of my story, part of my journey. Maybe this is part of the climax, because this is kind of crazy what has been happening in the last few months. And I'm just like, okay. All right. So, it's cool. It's fine. I'm not going to stress out. But there are days where I'm just like, bruh, I can't believe this is where I am at this point. Just wanted to make that kind of like clear, like, it is not all sunshines and rainbows. No, I'm not struggling, but I'm definitely taking the maybe the scenic route to get to where I want to be and to get to where I want this journey to look like. And so the last 3 months, I've definitely been dealing with a lot of grief. Like, we're going to talk about like the emotional and the mental aspect of this move, and then I'll get into like kind of like what's been going on. But yeah, I have been dealing with grief a lot. Like, there are days where I'm just like, geez, maybe I should just go back. Like, maybe in 6 months, break my lease and just go back to New York. And, things will just, fall right back in place. But, that's not how life works. All right, so my eyebrows are done. Yeah, I like my eyebrows really light. I don't like dark, black, boom, bam eyebrows. That's just not me. Plus, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Ebony, and I'm running out my pencil, so it definitely doesn't look as dark as it normally looks. But this is good enough for me. Like, I never can go too damn. I can't go too like too dark on my eyebrows. So yes, yeah, so that is kind of like just what I've been dealing with emotionally. Like, again, I have my days. I have my days. I have my days. I have my days. I Okay, so yeah. So about this apartment. I love my apartment. Like I don't have any gripes with my actual physical where I live, like the space that I live in. However, I wish that I had more time to really search and find not just the apartment itself or the home itself, but the community as well. Because I don't like my community. I don't like this complex. Like, I don't like anything about it. And every day I try to find something good about this place. Every single day. Y'all, every single day I try to find something good about it. And I can't. I can't. And most days I just tolerate it. And it's like I go to work and I just come home and it's like, okay, this is where I live and it's not forever. You know, my lease will be up next year in May. And because I signed a 15-month lease. And God willing, I'm going to do everything in my power, but I'm buying a house next year. So I'm dealing with the things that come with this apartment, like the excessive noise from my upstairs neighbor and their unruly child, to the fact that I had to pay for a garage parking spot because even though it says in lease terms that your vehicle must be registered, like have an active registration, there are multiple cars taking up parking spaces without registrations. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be looking for parking if I come home late. So I pay extra to have a garage space. And do I like it? No, but it just gives me like peace of mind because the last thing I want to do when I get off of work is have to look for parking or park super far from where I live. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. So it's just things like that that bother me. I have brought it to management's attention. Have they done anything about it? No. Will they ever do anything about it? No. I have sent multiple emails. I have went and gone to the office in regards to that and multiple other things. People stealing packages. I don't even get packages delivered to my house, y'all. I don't. I send them to a FedEx or Amazon locker that I drive by when I get off work. Yeah, these people, and I got a camera. I bought a Ring camera, and I just didn't think from the way that the leasing agent described this place. I didn't think it would be like this. The people that live in this building, they're out and about all hours of the night. Like I'll be on like I go to work at 3:30 in the morning. And they be hanging out on the steps right by my door. So my door is by the steps that leads up to the second floor. They be hanging out over there. And it's just, this is not what I moved here for. I didn't move here to live in the hood. And I feel like I live in the hood. I'm sorry. I feel like I live in the ghetto. And this is not even the ghetto. This area, this part of Dallas and the suburbs is not considered, or maybe I was misled to think it wasn't, when in all actuality it is. So, needless to say, when my lease is up, your girl is out. Okay? What else? Work. So the new station that I'm at is not all bad. Could it be worse? I'm sure. It could probably be worse. Could it be better? I'm sure. It could be better. But this comes with the territory. Y'all know, well, if you don't know, I work in the airline industry. That was kind of like my career job when I was back in New York. And so I was able to transfer that here while I work on getting my real estate license. And speaking of real estate license, I am back working on my course. Right now I'm doing 4.5 hours a day for my course, so I will be done by the end of this month, and so I can test for August and be fully licensed by the end of August. And I know I keep talking about this timeline, but y'all, I really am on this timeline. I have to be on this timeline. Like, things have to be this way for a reason. So that's just that with work. Work is not bad. Yeah, the money is what is keeping me able to support my children and pay these bills and do all the things. And then obviously, if you work for an airline, you get flight benefits. So Being able to just go back and forth, see my family, see my kids, take them on trips. They've been on more trips than I can count. My daughter's in Atlanta right now. So, it's, for me, it's like, this is just a perk, a plus, a positive of me, working this job. And I've been with the company for 5 years. So, that is pretty much that. When it comes to like a social life, I don't have a social life. Like I told y'all, like not that, I don't think the people here are, cool or anything. I think they're amazing. Like they're dope people. I just, I'm still getting to, know who they are, learn them. I'm getting to know the areas that I, want to like be out and about in. Plus, I'm still a mom to a 2-year-old, so my time is limited, right? My older kids, they're not here right now to be able to like watch Kyrie while I go out, and daycare is done by 7:30, so it's not even. Oh God, I hate when I do that. It's not even like he can go to daycare right now. I mean, he can't even go to daycare when I want to go out. And I damn sure ain't bringing nobody in my house. So, yeah. So right now, I don't really have a social life. Would I like one? Yes. I am a part of a couple of like Facebook groups for new people in the area. But I was talking to somebody and I was like, I can't remember who I was talking to. But I was talking to somebody and I was telling them how I want, these are the type of things that I'm interested in and I would like to find a community like that. And they were like, girl, if you can't find it, build it. I'm like, bruh, build it. How? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still trying to figure out how to rebuild a real estate business that was helping me bring in 6 figures last year, over the last couple years, and now I'm not. So how am I supposed to figure out how to build a community? But maybe it's something that I should definitely think about, as far as finding people who are kind of like, I don't want to say like completely similar, but moms to young kids and new to the area, stuff like that. So, and I also want to find a church home. I haven't been able to find a church home, and I kind of stopped looking because all the churches that I was finding or looking into, their services start at 11 and I get off work at 11 on Sundays. I would literally have to not work every Sunday in order to go to those churches. And I did find one that started at 12, but I do want my kids to go. And so that church is about 20 minutes from my house. I would have to get off work, come home, grab my kids, and we would still be late. And so I don't know. I know God is not looking for perfection. But I'm just like, God, I'm so far from who or what you think I am or want me to be. And, I know that's like defeated or that's kind of like not good thinking, but at the same time, like, this is real. That's just real, right? It's like, this is what it is. Like, I'm here with it, so that's really all of like that's what's been going on as far as like my relationships. I did mention earlier in the video things are kind of like rocky with us. I don't know what's gonna happen. He doesn't seem to be happy here, and so I'm giving him his space and his time to find himself in this whole process. Because even, like when I first moved here, he wasn't here, and so he would come. He would come and visit, and now he's here like permanently, and so it's a big change for him. And I want to be sensitive to that fact. I don't want to, just make this about me, like, because he did give up a lot to come here. And so I'm kind of just letting him figure his stuff out too. But it's not good for us because it's kind of like we don't really talk about, like him. Yeah, I said I was going to do that highlight, that blush. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not even going to try. Like, I like my makeup really natural. I'm not like this TV personality type of makeup. Like, I need my makeup to be, I like it to be, I want it to be, what you call it? Like, I want you to be like, oh yeah, dang, her face is beat. But I don't want it to be, I'm not trying to go on stage and at a concert. Or I don't know. It's just I can't do it. I can't do it. I thought about it, but I can't. I can't. So yeah, so we're not doing that today. Don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, that is like pretty much the main thing. The main thing. There's not anything exciting. I don't have, there's nothing like crazy going on in my life. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still doing all the things and, making sure that I keep a sane and level mind. I can't, yeah. I know I think a couple of people from New York kind of like reach out like, hey, I heard you move. Like, girl, how did you do it? You got the kids, you got the baby. And I was just very honest. Like, I just did it. Like, I thought about it and prayed on it. And was like, well, God, when the opportunity comes, I will take it. You know what I mean? And I just did it. But I made sure that while I was thinking about it and planning it, that I was actually taking steps to make sure it happened. So many of us like plan for things or want things to happen, and we don't actually do the steps to make it happen. Like, we just think about it or talk about it. And it's like, I can't think about it anymore. I can't talk about it anymore. I just got to do. And so, like, I think I've said this before. I was even like prepping my children to, for this move. Like, hey, we're not going to be taking trips next year like that because mommy's going to be moving and we need to get settled. And I need you guys to, start becoming okay with it and everything. And so even with them, it was just like, hey, this is what we're doing. Get ready, To me, it looks fun, but I don't know. My next update will definitely be like, hey guys, I am finally licensed. I got my first Texas client. That's gonna be my next update. So, yeah. We are doing this thing. We're doing this Texas living, honey. Not letting nothing stop us, nothing hold us back. We are making it happen. Even if it means sacrificing, comfortability or sacrificing something. We gotta sacrifice something, right? And so this is just what I choose. I chose to make this sacrifice. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah. I'm like literally running out of this stuff, but I absolutely love it. I love One Size setting spray. It just feel like the candy just mad light. Like, can y'all add some more product to this damn thing? As much as it is, y'all really being stingy. Okay? So I'm gonna find something weird. So that's pretty much just kind of like a 3-month update. Still working on the real estate license. And coming to acceptance that I'm going to be grieving periodically, and who knows, grief might only last, a few months, or it just might be over tomorrow. But I'm learning, I'm growing, and I feel better off for this move. I was talking to somebody, and they was asking me, realistically, would you go back? And my answer is emphatically no. Like, God will have to come down from heaven. Him and Jesus, both of all three, God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit will all have to come down here and be like, yes, it's time to go back. For me to go back. Like, that's just the bottom line. And if that doesn't happen, then I'm here. And we have to make it work. We have to make it work. I'm going to be wearing Charlotte Tilbury today. And I'm going to use my makeup forever. Y'all, how do you do this? Do I gotta sharpen it? Oh, I gotta sharpen it. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta make it work. And we gotta make it work. So that is my truth. That is my story. If you are ever looking for a pencil sharpener, I found this at Ulta Beauty. I just have to share this with y'all. I would get pencil sharpeners from like the dollar store, like the ones that actually sharpen pencils. These are for makeup pencils, and they be right by the counter when you go to check out. Grab you one, grab you two. I think I have two. I have one in my travel makeup bag so that I always have one. I'm gonna have one in my car. I actually have three. So yeah, grab you one because they're lifesavers. When you need them, you need them. And you know, all the shavings go in this little top part. So okay. Oh, she's dark. She dark. You see why you can't buy stuff online? You see why you gotta like go to the store and actually try it? Because I didn't think that was gonna be that dark. I like it. Like, I'm gonna say this last thing and then we're gonna close out this video. The makeup is done. This is the look that we have. Very simple, glam, natural beat because she's not doing all of that. I think I might add a little bit more highlighter to my cheek. Let me turn off this light because I just have to find something to wear. But yeah, before I do close out the video, I do want to encourage somebody. If you find yourself in a space, like a headspace, where you're just like unsure and you know, you're constantly grieving your old life and the things that used to be and whatever, I suggest getting a hobby. Like for me, I'm getting back to my hobbies: journaling, writing, doing makeup. Like a year ago, I wouldn't dare leave the house without makeup. Like it didn't matter if I was going to work, if I was going to the grocery store, I was put together and it made me feel good, even though like I'm not doing it for, you know, the pleasures of anybody else, but just myself. And I stopped doing it. And now I'm like, okay, I need to get back into doing these things that brought me peace in grief, brought me peace in chaos, spending time with Jesus, which I don't do a lot. I admit to him every single day. I wake up, I'm like, God, I'm tired today. You know what I mean? Eventually he gonna be like, girl, get it together. But yeah, just doing these things, prayer, whatever brings you peace in whatever it is you're going through, dealing with, whether that's grief, grieving a past life, grieving a loved one, just, you know, wishing things could be different, things are not on your timeline. Honestly, just get back to doing those things. Find that thing and just consistently and intentionally do it. Like, just do it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to leave you guys with. Thank you so much for watching this video and for kind of hanging out with me while I get ready to go. I don't even know what we're gonna go do because I don't drink in public. Like, I'm a social drinker at home or like at a friend's house. Like to go out and like actually just sit there and drink, I really don't do. So this is gonna be an interesting night. Hopefully I just get some good food and then go home, but we will see. I am slowly getting into my Dallas social girl life. Somewhat in a way, I don't know, but hopefully, you know what I mean? It's only been 3.5 months, right? I think March, April, May, June. We're at month 4. So, you know, yeah, getting it together. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hype this video if you see the hype sign so I can get some more views. No, hype this video for the algorithm. Like, comment, let's chat, and thank you for, you know, sticking with me. I know I was gone for a couple weeks, but I had to get myself together, and sometimes you just have to do that in order to move forward. You just have to just pause and stop. And that's what I did. So let's find something to wear, and I will see you guys in the next video.